Welcome back everybody to another tutorial in our social media hacking lecture. Now this specific lecture will be based off of the similar attack that we performed inside of our man in the middle framework section, where we performed the man in the middle attack. Right now we're going to perform a social engineering attack onto the devices that are connected to the same local area network. So this is an only LAN based attack. You can perform this in any cafe or in any restaurant or hotel that has Wi-Fi with multiple users on. You can try this attack and trust me, it does work. Now keep in mind once again that this is also illegal, so you must only do it if you have the permission. So let's see how we can do that. The basic idea behind this attack is that we're going to start up our own web server, which is the Apache 2 web server, and there we're going to create an HTML page that is going to look exactly like the actual account that we're trying to hack. For example, let's say we're trying to hack a PayPal account. We're going to create a fake PayPal page and redirect all the users inside of our local area network to that page before they can even access the internet. Now, it does work, but the chances of it working on PayPal are close to zero because no wireless network uses PayPal as its captive portal, but if you, for example, try to redirect them to an email login page or to, for example, a Facebook login page, now that is more believable because there are actual wireless hotspots that use email login as their captive portal before you can actually access the internet. So let's see how we can perform this attack. You open up your terminal and there is a tool that we're going to download, but we're not going to use that tool, we're only going to use the things that that tool comes with. And that tool is called the Black Eye. So I already have it downloaded right here. And if you want to download it, you can go simply and type in Black Eye GitHub inside of your Google search bar. The first link, you want to click on it, which will be the GitHub link. You want to copy the link to the Black Eye and perform the usual downloading, which is simply just git clone, and then you paste the link and add .git. Okay, so once you press your enter, it will download the directory with all the files for you. I will not run this at the moment because I already have it on my desktop, so I will switch my directories. I will zoom this in so we can see everything better. And right now, if I navigate to my Black Eye directory and type ls, we will have a few files right here. We will have the executable for this actual program, which we are not going to use because it sometimes crashes and it sometimes works and sometimes doesn't, so there's really no point using it. But if you want to try it out, you can simply just type chmod +x and then blackeye.sh. It will make it an executable, and then you can run it with // and then blackeye.sh and check it out for yourself because it is really easy to use. But since we're not going to do that at the moment, we're more interested in this sites directory. So if I go to this sites directory and type ls, I will see multiple websites, multiple known websites, such as, for example, Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, Microsoft, Dropbox. We have the Google, we have the Snapchat, Shopify, PayPal, and so on and so on. So basically what these directories are, HTML files, pictures, and PHP and JavaScript files that are used to create the identical clone to these pages. For example, if I go to PayPal and type ls, we will see right here 4 files, which if we copy to our web server location, they will create the exact clone of the PayPal login page. So let's say we try to test it with PayPal. But once again, keep in mind, if you're performing a real-life attack, you might be better off with using something like email login, because that is believable as a captive portal in order to use a wireless network. Okay, but let's test right here with PayPal since we went with it first. So what you want to do is, we know that the directory to our web server is /var/www/html, and we want to copy these 4 files to that directory. So we can do that using the cp command, which stands for copy. So copy index.php to var www/html, copy ip.php to var www/html. Then we go with the login, html, var www/html. And the last login, which is the PHP file, we also want to copy it, var www/html. Okay, so if we switch now to the var www.html and type ls, we have these 4 files inside of our directory. So let's see how they look like on our web server. In order to start our web server, we need to type the command service apache2 start. And all we need to do now in order to visit our web server is check out our IP address, copy it, so 192.168.1.4, go to our Firefox, type it in the search bar, and here is our page. So we can see we have the exact looking PayPal page, and all we need to do is enter something right here. And you can see it will automatically redirect us to the real PayPal page. Okay, so if you have a problem on seeing your PayPal page, you can go to your web server directory, type ls, and this login.html file, which is the main HTML file, you can rename to index. You can rename the login HTML file to index.html, because sometimes if you don't have the index.html file inside of your directory, sometimes it doesn't want to display the page correctly. So if you have a problem on not being able to display the page, make sure you rename the login.html to index.html. Okay, so now that we have this ready, we want to go to the mitmf directory, which we used inside of our man in the middle section, and we want to run the ARP spoofing combined with the captive portal option. So let's go to the root desktop and navigate to your man in the middle framework directory, type ls, and let's craft the command. So what we need to use is simply just spoofing, and we want to perform ARP spoof, so we are going to define it like this, --spoof --ARP. Then we want to specify the captive portal option, because we are going to redirect all the users to our captive portal. So we need to type the portal URL, and after this comes the link with the IP address of your web server. So in our case it will be http:// and make sure that you have this http prefix before actually specifying the IP address, otherwise it will not work. And let's specify the IP address of our Kali Linux, so 192.168.1.4. And after it comes the gateway, and you can simply just check out the IP address of your gateway or of your router by typing netstat-nr, and right below the gateway will be the IP address of your router, so in my case 192.168.1.1. So gateway and then 192.168.1.1, and the last option is -i for the networking interface. In my case it will be ETH0. In your case, if you're using a wireless adapter, it might be called differently. And once you specify all of this, you can run the attack. And you can see right here, the sniffing has started. We are running a man in the middle attack with the option of a captive portal. And all the user has to do is go to their browser and type any HTTP website. So let's say they type, for example, google.com. They will get redirected to our fake PayPal page. Now, if this was, for example, an email login page and you were in a hotel, they might think that they need to log into their email in order to access the internet. So they might go and type in username and password. So let's say username@gmail.com and password will be test1234. They click on login. They will get redirected to the real PayPal page, but by that time it is already over and we got their username and password. So if you search a little bit, you will manage to find login email username@gmail.com and login password is test1234, as we can see right here. So we successfully got their username and password, and they were redirected to the real website, and they also probably think they mistyped the password, so they will log in into the real website and it will work that time. So they will have no idea that we got their username and password. So this is the attack. Once again, it only works on the local area network or inside of your own network. It is an attack mostly aimed at email and possibly Facebook and some other social media, but mainly email, because email login is used in many wireless access points as a captive portal before you can access the internet. So thank you for watching this tutorial, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.